Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday to you. It is October 19th. This is my whip and chat for this week, which is number 21. Whip and chat means work in progress. So, as I'm diamond painting, I'm going to chit chat with you all. Only thing is, you don't get to reply back unless you comment in the comments. So, that's what you got to do. Um, Most of you should know that I am done with my eagle. I finished it last week, Sunday evening. I was so excited that I finished it. Um, I will show it to you. Hold on. I'm here. Just give me 1 minute. I have to think where I stuck it at. I know that's terrible. Okay. Here we go. That's why I need to really try and organize my room here. So yes, let me show you my beauty. Right there he is. He's all done. And no, I do not have a sealer on him, so he's pretty shiny, I think, but I'm still going to put something on him. So there he is in all of his majestic glory. I love him. So yes, I'm going to, I don't know if I'll do it today. Got some things going on. So if not, Monday I'm on vacation. So that's when I will try and get to him. But I want to put a sealing coat on him. And then I got to trim the edge off. And then I do have a picture frame that I need to try and frame him. And I need to put a mat around him. So yeah, I got a lot to do yet. So, okay, hold on. Let me put this back over here. All right, first of all, how is everyone doing? I hope you are doing well. I am. And like I said, I decided instead of going back to the cross right away, I want to quick finish up my Grinch coasters for my friend. I want to get them done, and so they're finished, and that way I can mail them off, like December 1 so she can get them. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do in this whip and chat. So I'm going to move you down, and remember, I didn't write it down again. Remember to be like a sunflower. Stand tall and face the sun, then sparkle like a diamond. Okay? Alrighty, so let's get started. Let me move you down now. Right there it is. See Mr. Grinch? I'm going to move my cards up here. Oh my, it's been quite the week. But that's okay. It's just the way it goes sometimes, doesn't it? Alright, let me get this, and I need to get number 8 in diamonds. It's a green. It's actually a very pretty green, I think. There. I think you can see it better. Yes, so let's get started. The weather here in Kansas, as of this morning, just before I jumped on to get this tape, it's 58 degrees. It's going to be 75 degrees. The wind is at 10 from the southeast. This is the calmest the wind's been all weeks, probably since Monday. Monday, I think it was pretty calm. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and yesterday, the wind has been blowing again. I was like, it wears you out. I'm sorry to say, but that's just the way the wind is. It just tires you out. So, this morning I went for a walk with my husband. And it just was kind of like a sprinkling, kind of like a little light mist thing. So, it's like, okay, So we keep going and going, and all of a sudden it starts raining a little harder. It's like, okay, I didn't know it was going to rain, but it's okay. So yeah, that's why my hair isn't fixed. I just didn't do it, and I thought, that's okay. Sometimes you just need to let your hair hang down and not fix it all up. Whoops, that one didn't grab the diamond. Okay. So anyway, the national days this for today and tomorrow are as follow. Today is whole hog barbecue. Well, and some of you should know that my dad and brother are going to be doing a whole hog barbecue on November the 9th. So I'll have to send my brother a message and say, Happy National Whole Hog Barbecue Day. He'll probably say, huh? What are you getting at? It's like, okay. Anyway, next is, it's National Kentucky Day. I want to say Happy National Kentucky Day to my friend Sherry. She lives in Kentucky. So today is your day. Go celebrate. I don't know what you guys, besides the Kentucky Derby, I don't know what you guys, oh no, you also have mint juleps. I guess you're going to have to share with us what you would do on your special day today. The states, I don't know if you guys have a special dessert. You could have that today. Yeah, I guess she's just going to have to share some things about Kentucky with us so we know. Maybe she has, and I'm just so far behind in watching, which is possible too. So, anyway. And then it's National Seafood Biscuit Day. I take it that's like a soup, but I could be wrong. I didn't Google it. I apologize. I'll have to remember to Google when I don't know what something is, but you know how that goes. And then it's also National Sweetness Day. So I take it that's more or less, how you treat somebody, being sweet. But then again, it could be eating something sweet too. And could possibly be both. And then tomorrow, it's National Chicken Waffle Day. I can't say I've ever eaten at, what is it, chicken waffle place or have them together. I'm sure it'd be okay. It'd be different. Because you would have the salty and the sweet. So yeah. And it's also National Youth Confidence Day. That's good. Because sometimes our youth need to know they have confidence. We need to build them up. And last but not least, it's National Brandied Fruit Day. And as far as I know, I'm going to just take a wild guess. It's where you take fruit and you let it sit in brandy. And then you take it out and it has brandy flavor into the fruit. And I think that's what they use in fruitcakes when they make them. So yeah, that is the national days for today and tomorrow. Okay, let me put this diamond, and then I have some new things. Well, one new thing to share with you. First, the prayer card for today. Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. Psalm 8:1. And that's my last prayer cards. I'm going to have to get on the Amazon and find something to replace it with. All right. And our inspiration card is don't forget to wear a smile. I like that. Don't forget to wear a smile. All right. And I think since I don't have prayer cards, and I've been reading these since last week or the week before, these will take the place of the prayer card for the time being. Okay, I know. Okay, this is writing system. Looks like what you find in caves. So let's turn it over. Oh yeah, that's hieroglyphics, glyphs. In Egyptian hieroglyphs, each symbol represents a single consonant or a vowel sound. False. Some symbols represent sounds, but others represent entire words or concepts. Okay. Number 2, which of these ancient cultures did not use hieroglyphs? Is it Greek, Mayan, or Sumerian? It was the Greeks that did not. Number 3, what artifact allowed linguists to translate Egyptian hieroglyphs? It was the Rosetta Stone. It was a tablet inscribed with the same text in Egypt and Greek. Okay. I know now is a singer, someone who sings. Okay, this is Bruno Mars, which I'm sure some of you may know. I don't know him. Number 1, Mars has been nominated for many Grammy Awards, but has never won. False. He has won several, including Record of the Year and Best Male Pop Vocal. Okay. Number 2, which 2014 chart topper by Mark Ronson featured vocals by Mars? 24K Magic, Grenade, Uptown Funk. And it was Uptown Funk. Number 3, what is Mars' backup band called? It's called the Hooligans. All right. This one is on reptiles. This is an alligator. All right. Number 1, the heaviest living reptile ever documented was an alligator. False. The heaviest was a saltwater crocodile that weighed in at around 2,370 pounds. Number 2, besides the United States, alligators are only found in one other country in the world. Which country? Australia, China, or India? It's China. Huh, I did not know that. Number 3, name one of the 3 United States that have the American alligator as their official state reptile. According to this, it's Florida, Louisiana, or Mississippi. I think it should say and Mississippi. Okay. Last is an instrument. Looks like something for outer space. Yes, this is about Hubble's Space Telescope. Number 1, Edwin Hubble helped design and develop this telescope. False. Hubble died in 1953. NASA proposed its design in 1968. Okay. Number 2, which of these did Edwin Hubble discover? It says there exist galaxies other than our own. Neptune has rings. Water exists on the polar caps of Mars. Okay. Number 3, which part of the Hubble telescope was incorrectly manufactured, requiring a follow-up mission to fix it? It was the primary mirror. All right, there we have today's trivia cards. All right, let me at least place one diamond down here. I hope everybody had a good week. Mine wasn't too bad. Mine was actually pretty good. It's just, it seems like time flies by so fast. One minute I'm going to work, next minute I'm coming home, or it just seems like I just went to work and I'm going again. So, yep. All right, last diamond, and then I will get into the trivia books. Yeah, I thought a diamond flew. In these diamonds, some of them are not the best. They have like little points on the back side of the diamond. Why? I don't know. It's probably just the way they made them. All right, trivia books. Do you see something different here? Yes, you do. My book came. I'm excited to read from it. So now what I decided I'm going to do in my notes, I wrote down the American facts, the Kansas trivia, and the baby boomer. I'm going to write down the page so I know which ones I read from. Because I've read some and I'm probably going to repeat, but you know what? It's okay. All right, we're just going to start with this one. And if I did read this one already, I apologize, but we'll just go with it. Sometimes we forget some things. Okay, this is out of this section. Oops, let's see. Food and drink part 2. Okay. You know what? Let's just start at the beginning. Number 1, marshmallows and Jell-O were invented in the same New York City of Rochester. Okay. 2, apples were introduced to New York in the 1600s by European settlers. Number 3, North Carolina's official state drink is milk. Okay. Number 4, in 1982, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, Rutland, North Dakota, cooked the world's largest hamburger. It weighed 3,591 pounds. That's huge. Over Oktoberfest weekend in Hayes, which was at the beginning of October, they made the largest Bierock. I don't know. I would have to re-Google or figure out how big it was, but I heard it was a big one. Number 5, the first hot dog was served in Ohio in the year 1900. Number 6, there is only one state that has an official state nut. It's Oregon, and the official nut is the hazelnut. Okay. 7, Kenneth Square, Pennsylvania, is the mushroom capital of the world. All right. So I'm going to write down that I read page 27. So there we go. All right, here is the new book, Kansas Trivia. I'll let you take a gander at it. Sorry, my ring light is reflecting on the cover. So the back says, Kansas Trivia is the who, what, when, where, and How book of the great state of Kansas, filled with interesting questions and answers about well-known and not so well-known facts of this colorful and historic state. Kansas Trivia will provide hours of entertainment and education designed for use in a wide variety of settings: home, office, school, parties. It focuses on the history, culture, people, and places of the fascinating sunflower state. Kansas Trivia is readily adaptable for use with trivia format games. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's get into this here. Well, oh, here we go. Wait, there's the preface. Let's see what it says here. This was copyrighted in 1997, by the way. So it's a little old, so hopefully... Okay, it says, I came to Kansas as a child in 1959, and I lived in a few other more glamorous places. But like Dorothy Gale's, my heart has remained here. Kansas has a marvelous history from its centuries when Native Americans hunted the buffalo through its inspirational crusade as Bleeding Kansas to the days of the cowboys and the suffragettes. I've been fascinated by the Kansas spirit, evidenced by places like the Garden of Eden and the Flint Hills, by its many female first and its emphasis on literacy and education. Let others think Kansas is the place to be from. We Kansas know there's no place like home. So true. Okay, so the table of contents, there's geography, there's history, there's entertainment, there's arts and literature, there's sports and leisure, and there's science and nature. I think I am going to start with, let's just start with the first page here. Geography, Chapter 1. Question: what town calls itself the Czech capital of Kansas? That is Wilson, Kansas, which is to the east of us. Question here is: Englishman George Grant was once the biggest landholder in the United States. In 1873, he bought 70,000 acres of land in what Kansas County? Ellis County. Whoop, whoop. Question: Woody Hockaday of Wichita decided early that Kansas highways needed numbers, so he spent his own money marking them with signs nailed to posts and telephone poles. What was the symbol he used? Answer: Hockaday's numbers were marked with a red H. Okay, I did not know that. Another one. Hockaday gave one road the number of his business phone and it stuck. What state highway still bears that Hockaday number? Is Kansas Highway 96. Okay, I learned something new here. Question: in the early years of statehood, what corporations owned 1/6 of the land in Kansas? It was the railroads. So yes, there is Kansas trivia for you. So let me I read page 9, because that's where it starts. Okay, I hope you guys find these all interesting. You know what? Let's go ahead and do one more. So I'm just excited I have this book now to share. Arts and literature. Let's start here. Okay, question. What noted Lawrence artist has covered more surface area with his works than anyone else? Stan Hurd, who paints with crops? Okay. I've heard of Stan Hurd. I'll have to read up on him. Question. What beat generation, beat as B-E-A-T, poet wrote Wichita Vortex Sutra, which contains the lines, "On to Wichita to prophecy, O frightful bard, into the heart of the vortex." It was Allen Ginsberg. Okay. While living in Munich, Germany during his teens, painter Albert Bloch, a member of the University of Kansas art faculty in the 1930s and 40s, exhibited with what famous group of expressionists? It was the Blue Rider. What was the name of William Lease Heath Moon's 624-page 1991 best-selling book about Kansas? It was called Prairie Earth. Prairierth. William Lease Heath Moon's Prairie Earth dealt with which Kansas county? It was Chase County. All right, that's all we're going to do for today. 107. Okay. Now, baby boomer trivia. Okay. Let's see. I think I have not done this one, so this is on television. What was Alf's alien life form given name? A. Gordon Shumway, B. Paul Fusco, C. Willie Tanner, D. Wolf Lucky. I remember the show, but I do not know. Let's see here. Okay, it was A. Gordon Shumway. Gordon Shumway was the given name of the fictional title character of the wildly successful 1986 to 1990 sitcom. Paul Fusco was the show's creator and the puppeteer behind Alf. Willie Tanner was the father of the Tanners that housed Alf. Wolof is the piano-playing puppet that inspired Alf's voice, and Lucky was the Tanner's cat that Alf regularly chased to eat. Okay. Who was America's favorite TV dog from 1954 to 1973? Was it A. Rin Tin Tin, B. Lassie, C. Toto, D. Snoopy? I want to say Snoopy, but I think it was B. Lassie. Yep. Lassie was the female rough collie played by many dogs throughout the 17th season. The show's first 10 seasons were set on a farm focusing on Boy and his dog adventures. Season 11 through 16 were the Ranger years, with Lassie traveling to various parks. Season 17 saw Lassie traveling alone, being all animal episodes with no owner, while seasons 18 through 19 returned Lassie to a farm. Note, during the during the 571 episodes, Lassie never rescued Timmy from a well. Lassie fell down a well in season 17. Okay. Okay, number 12 question. Who guest starred on 1982 to 1989's Family Ties? A. Tom Hanks, B. Courtney Cox, C. River Phoenix, D. Jenna Davis. I think it was B. Courtney Cox. Answer, no. A, B, C, D. All 4 actors guest starred on Family Ties. Okay, so first, Tom Hanks was in 3 episodes as Ned Donnelly, wanted by the FBI. Courtney Cox played Lauren Miller, Alex's girlfriend, in seasons 6 and 7. River Phoenix was Alex's tutor, Eugene Forbes, in season 4, My Tutor. Gina Davis was attractive housekeeper Karen Nicholson in season 3. All right, let's go ahead and do one other one here. What family was the focus of the evening soap opera Dallas? A. Johnson, B. Ewing, C. Carrington, D. Spelling. It was B. The Ewings. They had a big ranch down in Dallas, Texas. The Ewings were a wealthy Texas oil family, enemies of the Barnes family. Oil tycoon JR Ewing was the breakout character, often scheming for money and control, and the only character to appear in every episode of the series from 1978 to 1991 run. The famed cliffhanger 3rd season finale show, Who Shot JR? Yes, I remember that. Set up season 4, episode 4. Who Done It? The second highest watched primetime show ever. And I don't even remember who done it. Who was the creator and the host of the CBS The Twilight Zone? A. Vincent Price, B. Rod Serling, C. Jack Palance, D. Alfred Hitchcock. I want to say it was A. Vincent Price. Oh, nope, it was B. Rod Serling, best known for his narrator duties on the horror anthology The Twilight Zone. Rodman Edward Serling was also a screenwriter, producer, and playwright. Known as the angry young man of Hollywood, he was active in politics and often incorporated censorship, racism, and war issues into his work. The series aired 156 episodes over 5 seasons between 1959 and 1964. Okay, which actor played Darren Stevens on Bewitched? A. Dick York, B. Dick Sargent, C. David White, D. Dick Van Dyke. It was A and B, Dick York and Dick Sargent. Dick York was the series' original Darren from 1964 to 69, playing the role of husband to Samantha, Elizabeth Montgomery. Dick Sargent, born Richard Stanford Cox, took over the role of Darren from an ailing York for the final 3 seasons, from 1969 to 1972. All right, so let me write these pages down. I did page 37, 38, because I have the answers, and 3940. So I'm going to ask all of my listeners out there, do you remember who shot JR Ewing? If you do, put it down in the comments, because I'll have to Google it to see. I don't remember if it was his wife or was it the mistress. Anyway, that's just the way it goes, doesn't it? Okay, so let's share about my work week / being home. Sunday. What did we do Sunday? I don't recall. I don't think we did a lot. Oh, we had breakfast at the diner. I do remember that. That diner is so nice. I love having breakfast there. It's very good. So if you ever come to Ellis, Kansas, you have to come to our diner and have breakfast. Anyway, then Monday I did not have to work because it was Columbus Day, or how do they say it? Indigenous People Day? Sorry if I did not say that correctly. Anyway, so we went to Colby to see our chiropractor / acupuncturist. Dad had a treatment, I had a treatment, and my sister had a treatment. And then Dad had some flyers he wanted to put up in Colby for that hog roast that's happening. So we did that. We had lunch at Twister's, which is a bar and grill there in Colby. They have delicious food also. So if you ever get to Colby, you need to check it out. Then, in the meantime, it was when we was at Casey's, and that's a convenience store. We had to use the restroom. Anyway, we had our dad call the Hoxie Hospital because we wanted to make sure his x-rays get down to Great Bend, so when he has his appointment on the 31st, they have them. Well, luckily, I had went in to use the restroom first. So my sister, she happened to drive, so which was good because she was sitting next to Dad, and Dad called on his cell phone. And Dad does not have a smartphone. He does not want to have that, which is fine. So he just has the old-fashioned flip phone. So my sister was able to hear the lady, and then at one point, Dad did give his phone to my sister so she could talk to the lady. Anyway, I guess they weren't going to be able to share the x-rays with Great Bend because of something. They don't have the same computer program that they would be able to share. I didn't catch all that, but so anyway, my sister said, well, we're in Colby. Would you have it all ready to go that if we come to Hoxie that we could pick it up? And the lady said, sure. She said, it'll only take, I think, 15 minutes, which is good because it would take us longer to drive there, which was fine. So that's what we ended up doing. We ended up running over to Hoxie, which it wasn't really out of the way, but in a way it was because we had to go off of Interstate 70 north to get to Hoxie. So we get up to the hospital, and I said, I need to use the restroom. And Debbie said she and Dad would go to the desk and see, do whatever. So they did. And then Dad had to use the restroom. So Debbie and I stood there and waited. And a gentleman came, and I think he said Debbie, and she said, yes, that's me. And he goes, here's everything that you need. He gave her, a small little envelope that had a CD in it. So it was Dad's x-ray of his hands. So we have that now in our possession. So then we left from Hoxie and went home. Well, anyway, it was funny because Dad was trying to figure out the quickest and easiest way to get to Hoxie and then get home. Well, that's fine, but somehow he forgot I'm in the car with them. So he wanted her to head over to Plainville and then go down the Hayes. I said, excuse me. I said, are you going to take me home? Dad goes, oh yeah, you're sitting in the back there, aren't you? I said, yeah, I am. I like to go home. So they did take me home, but it was funny because he was going to go a completely different route, and I would never gotten home. They would have had to really backtrack. So anyway, it was kind of funny. It's like, Dad, you are too goofy for your own good. See, I don't know if you can see that. It has kind of like a point on it. Oops, now I lost it. Okay. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. Okay, come here, you. Let's just push it off to the side. So anyway, that was Monday, and then Tuesday was back to work. And then, Thursday, it was International Credit Union Day. So we had, what do you want to say? Like some goodies and calendars, and Wednesday, almost kind of late in the afternoon, she had me run to Walmart to pick up some cookies, and we made a fall punch for Thursday. So yeah. And then yesterday we kind of had like a snacky food day because 2 co-workers are leaving. One's last day was yesterday, and then next week Wednesday is somebody else's last day. So anyway, and I made a zucchini coffee cake. It turned out pretty good. I was surprised. The recipe, the lady said she just put it in an 8x8 pan. So, that's kind of like your brownie size pan. And I doubled the recipe, which was fine. And I put it in a 9x13. Anyway, it called for 2 cups of zucchini. So the first batch, I did put 2 cups of zucchini in. The second one, I did not put any zucchini in because I thought it was, just with the 2 cups was plenty. But it did. It turned out better than I thought. It was kind of like a heavy cake, but in a way it was light, if that makes sense. When you ate it, it was just a light cake. So yeah. And then that was pretty much everything for this week. Kind of laid back in a way. Not much happening. And every evening we try to watch our Heartland. We didn't watch Thursday or last night. Thursday, no, because I was baking my cake and trying to get a few other things accomplished. Last night, after we went and ate supper, he went and watched a football game. So that's why we didn't watch our Heartland. So if you want a good family drama show, because it does have drama in it, check out Heartland. It is, like I said, a family TV show. It takes place in Canada, and it's on a family farm. It's several generations that have, been there, and they work with horses. So I love this show. It's very good. They have the grandfather. His name is Jack. Then the dad, who is Tim. Then Tim has 2 daughters and a son. The 2 girls are Amy and Lou. and the son is Shane. Well, Shane is, I want to say it. Tim and Shane's mom had, I want to say, like a one night whatever, and that's where how Shane comes in. So the sisters never knew they had a brother. And then Lou has her and her husband Peter. They're now separated, but they have a daughter. And then they adopted another girl who happened to show up at the ranch. Her name is Georgie, and she's into the horses. But let me tell you, she is feisty, she's stubborn, she thinks she can do whatever. But it's okay. It's a very good show. So like I said, if you want a good family show, and it does have drama, right there it is Heartland. So, and I know they still make, I think they came out with season 17 and possibly season 18. I'm not for certain, but anyway, look, I got this one finished. So, yep. All right. So, that one's done. Oh, I haven't been watching my timer. But I'm okay. Good. I don't know if it's supposed to get 75 today. I don't think the sun's going to be out for 75. It looks kind of cloudy, which is okay. It's whatever. So, anyway, trying to think what else is. Oh, I wanted to share about the book here. I did go on Facebook real quick this morning before I jumped on here. So let me share. Facebook, if you just go on Wonder More, Kansas, you will find when he was here. Then there's Wonder More Publishing, there's Wonder More Iowa, Wonder More North Dakota, Wonder More South Dakota, and Wonder More Nebraska. And he writes about the city, town he had stopped in, gives like the history and interesting facts and all of that. So, yep, I just thought if you wanted to check it out. And my book was published in 2023. I got it just right around Thanksgiving time. Oh, and if you want, the publisher may be reached at wondermorepublishing@gmail.com. His website is https://www.wondermorepublishing.com. I will try to put it in the description. I can't talk. My tongue is getting all twisted. So anyway, in this book, he has some road trip games you can play. Wonder More My Cows, Wonder More A to Z game, Wonder More music game, Wonder More license plate game, Wonder More roadkill bingo, Kansas edition. Ooh, there we go. Everybody gets bored on the road sometimes. Pastime by using coin stickers or a pencil to play Wonder More's Roadkill Bingo, Kansas edition. The first individual to match 4 spaces in a row wins. So, what does that mean, roadkill? It means when you're driving interstate highway and you see a dead animal, you try to guess what animal it is. You can come across waterfowl, deer, rabbit, squirrel, possum, toad, a tire. Yes, a tire is roadkill. Deer, raccoon, coyote, pheasant, skunk, bird. Well, they repeat pheasant and raccoon. So, yep. And then he has some road trip travel tips. What to do. He has a prologue here. That is quite lengthy. La, 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 la. His name is Seth Varner. Varner. So, yep. So, let me see here. Whoops. And there's some pictures here. Cherokee County, Clay County. Oh, I need to share. I don't know if any of you have heard of it because I just seen this picture. So, the train right here, there is a train coming through. It's called Big Boy 4041, I think is its number. He left from Wyoming. He had certain different states that he's went through, and 2 years ago he did stop here in Ellis. This time he's not stopping in Ellis, he's just going through, but he will be spending the night in Hayes. This train is just awesome. I mean, it's one of the old trains, so it is just something to see. Okay, what am I looking for? I know you don't know, so you can't help me. 152. That's what I'm looking for. Ellis County. Here we go. Let's just start with each town that will be in Ellis County. I'll give you a little lowdown on it. Okay, Ellis County. It was established in 1867. The population is 28,934. Ellis County is one of several in Kansas that honors the legacy of former American Civil War heroes from the Union. It was named for Lieutenant George Ellis. So we're going to start with, this isn't really my hometown. My hometown is Victoria. Anyway, so population of Ellis is 1,958. The town is 152 of 627. Real quick, I just need to, go figure. 853. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Ellis first served as a water station on the Kansas Pacific Railroad in 1867. It was around 1873 that the town site was formally established, and it quickly became a cow town. A common shipping point for cattle drives heading from the south to the north. Early settlers came from predominantly Louisville, Kentucky, and Syracuse, New York, to assist with the construction of the railroad line. Incorporation came about in January of 1888, and in 1896 the town made history when an all-woman council and mayor won the local elections. Former residents of the community created a couple of early inventions, the first being the electric streetcar, developed by John Henry in 1882, an early train dispatcher in Ellis, and the other being the cross process for converting oil, natural gas, and similar resources into gasoline, invented by residents Walter and Roy Cross. Walter P. Chrysler, the founder of the Chrysler Corporation, which employs over 90,000 individuals, grew up here and spent his early days working for the railroad and a local machinist. His former home is now the Walter P. Chrysler Boyhood Home and Museum. It is one of 4 museums in town, the other 3 being the Railroad Museum, the Ellis High School Alum Association Museum, and the Bolvikian Society Headquarters and Museum. The Bolvikian Society of the Americans operates the latter institution at the former First Congressional Church. Famous jeweler and businesswoman Martha L. Addis is another person of note from Ellis. Okay, so there you have it. Just reading here, see what else is. Oh, National Register of Historic Places. So in Ellis, we have the Walter P. Chrysler House, Ellis Congregational Church, Memorial City Hall, Merchants Bank of Ellis, and Pape's Barn. Now, I don't know anything about Pape's Barn. Hayes has Justice Bissing Jr., Historic District, Chestnut Street Historic District, Drees House, First Presbyterian Church, Fort Hayes Gallagher House, J.A. Murmas House, Pawnee Tippy Ringside, and Golden Spring Beach. Philip Hardware Store, St. Joseph's Church and Parochial School, and Washington Grade School. Victoria has the Brunger Drilling Farmstead, George Grant Villa, and St. Fidelis Catholic Church. Walker has Fort Fletcher Stone Arch Bridge. Okay. And our unincorporated ghost towns are Antonino, Catherine, Totola, Esdale, Emron, Hogback, Martin, Mendota, Munger, Palatine, Pfeiffer, Rome, Smoky Hill City, Stock Range, Toulon, Turkville, Walker, and Yosemento. So yes, there we have it. Ellis County. So next week I'll read on Hayes, and then Shinshin, and then Victoria. I wanted to see, I know there were pictures, so I wanted to check these pictures real quick. Okay, I thought these would be, okay, so maybe I gotta go this way, because I think, oh, this could be it, maybe. Okay, Geary County, Go County photos. Okay. Graham County and Grant. Okay, I'm going to have to find, I'm sure there's some for Ellis. Just don't know why. Okay, wait a minute. Franklin, Ford, Finney, well, Ellis County. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so this is, okay, I would have to be, I don't know which church that is. That's interesting. And this is in Ellis. This is the Alumni Museum. Here's Hayes City, Boot Hill. This would be on the grounds of Fort Hayes. This is the fort, which is not far from here. The dinosaur is in the Sternberg Museum. Here's another church. Ellis, Hayes, Shinshin, and Victoria. I know this is Victoria's church because this is the inside. I want to say this would have to be Shinshin's church. I will have to check on that. Okay, so anyway, there you have it. That's what I'm going to be sharing from. So this way I get a way to read the book and I get something to share with you guys. All right, so I'm at 1 hour already. With that being said, I'm going to wish you all a fabulous weekend. And remember, what was my question? Who shot JR Ewing? So if you remember, put it down in the comments. I like to read comments, guys. Come on, share something. I won't bite you. I'm on this end. You're on that end. All right. I love you all. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week, Saturday. And guess what? Next week, Saturday. No? Yeah, next week, Saturday is the last Saturday of the month. I don't have a... Yes, I do have a calendar, but it's way over there. Hold on. I got to check. Oh, my goodness. Where does this time go? It's going to be November. Okay, that's September. Let me flip it up real quick here. Yes. Next week, Saturday, is the last Saturday of the month, the 26th. All right. So, once again, have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all next week. Bye.